Hello everyone. There is so many Sonic the Hedgehog games, there's even a Sonic encyclopedia. So I figure I list my top 10 games. Everyone has their own opinion, but these are my top 10 favorite Sonic the Hedgehog games. Number 10, the game that started it all, the original 1991 Sonic the Hedgehog game. This game was great for so many reasons. It was very simple. You start off Green Hill Zone, really great music. The level designs were really fun to go through. And it's just such a classic that with this game started everything. So it just feels so fun. Really enjoy playing this original game. And for that reason, it's number 10. Number 9, Sonic Unleashed. And this had a very good storyline with Sonic becoming the Werehog several times throughout. A very interesting design. He looked really good as the Werehog. Gameplay wise, there was a lot of really nice music. The level design was really good. A lot of like the textures and different things like that were really nice. Different platforming and stuff. I found that really nice. There were at times that controls get a little slippery, and a lot of great side quests and different things you could do, and it felt like there was a lot of good replayability of this game. So overall, it was a pretty good game. Number 8, maybe a little controversial, but I say it is Sonic Forces. So obviously, there were some bad things like the story. Infinite was not up to his full potential. I think that they could have written that storyline a little bit better and made the ending certainly a little more exciting than it was. Obviously, controls at certain point were not the most ideal. Different levels that were kind of reused, and it seems like they didn't put all that much into certain types of levels. On the good side of thing, also interesting enough, there were other levels that were really interesting, like Arsenal Pyramid and going through the city and stuff, where it was kind of just a different break from what you're used to. Having classic Sonic in there, I thought that was a really good idea. Also, the fact that you have a customizable character, and that was really interesting. But I mean, certainly this game had lots of problems and lots of good things, so that's why it was ranked back here. At number 7, Sonic Heroes. This game was a very fun game, primarily because of the fact that you actually have different teams that have to either work together or work against one another, essentially. Where, like, for example, you have Shadow, Rouge, Omega. That's a really good team to be doing specific levels with, and it kind of mixes things up versus most of the time when you're just playing as Sonic in most games. Also, on terms of Sonic, you have levels where it's Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails all at the exact same time working together. And that's kind of a rare thing in Sonic games, but that one does make it really fun. The graphics are a little bit of a low quality, but I mean the story in general, overall it's a pretty good game. Number 6 is Sonic Mania. So at the time that this game came out, Sonic was kind of in a bad position, after the Sonic Boom era and Sega having to restructure and stuff. So in 2017, this game came out to quite a bit of success. On Metacritic, an 84, and overall a lot of really good reviews, primarily because of its attention to details. A lot of it is based on some of the original Sonic games, and you play any zone, and the details of all the different things that are going on is just so impressive. You can tell that they really worked hard on making this game a lot better than what had been going on in the past several years, and it really is just a lot of fun to play. Any one zone you play, it is just so much fun to play. Number 5, Sonic Adventure 1. So this game is basically a bit iconic, with the storyline. It was very interesting there with Eggman and the bomb and everything with Station Square. That whole part of it was really fun. Also, like the part on the airship was another portion that I really liked. I mean, there were a lot of different areas in various levels that were just a lot of fun to play. I mean, Tails, you played as him sometimes, you played as Sonic as well. And it seemed like the two of them kind of built a bit of a better relationship among friends and really built along their character lines quite a bit. I mean, controlling the characters is pretty good. I mean, obviously, because it is an older game, the graphics and stuff are not as high level. But I mean, overall, it was a lot of fun to play the game. Number 4 may be a little questionable, but I really liked Sonic Origins. Sonic Origins is not really one game, it's a collection of like the original 4 games, Sonic 1, 2, 3, and CD. And it did have kind of the feeling of the same stuff over and over again that we're really used to, but also on the same hand, playing those iconic games and those original levels again that are like remastered with more modern stuff does have a really nice feel, and for that it felt like a really good game. And now for the more serious stuff. The bronze medal, number 3, I'm going to say it is Sonic Adventure 2. This is one of the most iconic and well known Sonic the Hedgehog games. And right off the bat, in the very first zone you play, City Escape, it is just that one alone is literally one of the best, if not the best, single Sonic level. As you go through that, and the music is really good. I mean, throughout all the game, there's a lot of really good music. I mean, obviously, you have Live and Learn. The level designs overall are very strong. I mean, again, because this game came out such a long time ago, the graphics quality obviously is low, but I mean, overall, the level design was really good. Metacritic gives it an 89, and overall, among any Sonic game, it has among the highest overall reviews and satisfaction because everyone reviewed it as a very good game because there's so many people that really liked this game. The storyline was really good. I mean, I think that maybe at the end they could have done a few things a little differently, but I mean, overall, from start to finish, this game is so much fun to play, and the replayability of the game is one of the best parts. I mean, you go back through, and it never gets boring. When you start playing it, you just play it again and again, and it's always almost like the first time you play a game. It literally has that feeling, like every single time, because it is just so much fun to play this game. Number 2 on the list is Sonic Generations. So why is this game so good? Well, first of all, if you look on Metacritic, a score of 77, which is really good. And what I like about this game is, you have the ability to play almost everything as both classic Sonic and then also modern Sonic. You have all the different levels of everything. I mean, the story was the only part that was not at its best. But I mean, all the level design was so amazing. There were so many extras that you can go through. It's just crazy that they put so many different things in there. But like the mainline levels that you have to complete, you have things like the classic stuff that everyone's used to, like the Green Hill Zone, Sky Sanctuary, Chemical Plant. But then they added in Sonic Generations, they added in, it's kind of like a collection from every previous game in some ways to celebrate Sonic. So, you have stuff like, for example, City Escape, Planet Wisp, and, you also had like Rooftop Run, which was quite literally a lot of fun. Not to mention, like, that song is one of the best ones. I mean, overall, the boost power that he has when you're running along in modern Sonic, that is so much fun. The graphics and the level design is just so incredible. And I mean, I literally go back and play this game all the time. It is literally just so much fun to play this game, and that's why I have ranked it as my number 2. And now, the gold medal, my number 1 favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game. Drum roll, please. It is Sonic Frontiers. To begin, this game has made a lot of money and has quite a lot of good reviews, a 75 meta score. So, why is this game so good? Well, first, when you come into the game, you have the cyberspace zones, and a lot of them are really good design wise. I mean, a lot of them are very similar in terms of like Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary, and that the one with the highways. But I mean, overall, I really enjoy the cyberspace, and that is a lot of fun. And then after that, going into the open world, it's just such a different feeling to be playing as Sonic in this massive open world. And it's just so cool to explore all 5 of the islands. And, they did a lot of work to create these islands. You had all the oceans, you have the sides of the mountains, you have all this grassland and these trees and all these different things. But I mean, all 5 islands, they just look so good. And then on top of that, you have the day and night cycles, which is really cool. You got weather. I mean, all these clouds, and you'll have you'll be in the rain 1 minute, then it gets windy, then it'll be cloudy, the sun will be out. I mean, all those different weather things are really cool. There's also all the platforming. There's so much platforming all over the place. It's really cool to climb up and figure out how you're going to get across there. I mean, the story, overall, the story is really good. You have to save these other characters and everything about it. Um, in terms of like the villains, all those characters, it can be tough to beat some of the enemies, but I mean, it's just such a wide variety of different enemies, which really is interesting. And then on top of that, you can level Sonic up and make him more powerful and stuff. But I mean, overall, it's just such a good game. It's just so much fun to explore around, and it is literally by far the best Sonic game. So with that, that is my top 10 favorite Sonic games. Ultimately, Sonic Frontiers was the best. So with that, alright, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and remember, you gotta go fast.